Welcome to Buffalo, New York, and UB Stadium, home of the Buffalo Bulls, where the fans know that no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bulls. Today, two teams set to square off in a max slugfest. As we'll see, the Kent State Golden Flashes taking on the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bulls will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice, just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So the Kent State Golden Flashes offense takes the field. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Flowers. Pressure coming. He's right on target. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They're trying to get to it. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The Golden Flashes will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So the Buffalo Bulls offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up.
Oh, look out! He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Looking for a block. It's Gibbs. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Bulls are marching down the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He makes the connection. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The back goes in motion. To the air, it's Singleton. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffalo! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down. They'll give it to the back. Can't get him to the ground. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. To the air, it's Flowers. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And the Golden Flashes have pushed it inside the 20. Running for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. 1st down for this offense. Toss sweep right. Got room at the 35. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Makes the catch. It's Luna. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and we're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines.
14, Kansas State, 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The give to the right. Got enough space. Touchdown, Buffalo. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To throw, it's Flowers. Gets it out quickly. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his big tight end. Ball's out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
From the gun, running back on the move. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Going up top on first down. They've got the screen set up. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Back to throw, it's Singleton. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon has some work to do, but go against this team at your own risk. The program who played in the first ever CFP championship is always a threat to come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Rutgers. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They're bringing heat. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Golden Flashes line up to punt it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field, looking for a productive play on first down. He leaves it with his back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Looking to throw, it's Singleton. Quick strike complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Not a chance. Missed it. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film.
Kent State, 0.
They'll try the right side. Thrust that arm out. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
On the out route.
New set of downs after that completion.
Good enough for a first down.
Off the play fake on first down. It's complete. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Golden Flashes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Finds his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. getting some heat. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The quick out. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Back to pass, it's Flowers. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Golden Flashes decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work, 4th time he's punted tonight. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I could go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Wide open downfield. He's off to the races. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Kaiser. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Just steamrolling his way through. Touchdown Bulls. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse.
Speeding down the left side. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Golden Flashes.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Buffalo, 35. Kent State.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Touch pass on the run. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They'll immediately call timeout. The Bulls will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Singleton. Coming after it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
Finds a man in the middle. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game.
And he's just been so patient. He's following his blocks, letting it all develop in front of him, and then bursting through. And they were only in the first half.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside picturesque UB Stadium.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll open the 2nd half with a run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Fires to the big fella. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. On the option. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Got his man! And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Bulls are moving quickly down the field. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Singleton. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did.
He's loose at the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Syracuse.
On the run, it's Peters.
We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Toss to the outside. At the 40, there he goes. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting 1st downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big.
And he's running in the open. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Now the toss. Touchdown, Buffalo! And the stomping has commenced. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Flowers. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29.
First down for the offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt, when they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Buys a little time. Finishes the run with the slide.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply, we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea.
Sends it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Bulls send out the punt unit. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Back to throw, it's Flowers. Quick completion on the out route.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And the Golden Flashes will punt it away on 4th down. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Let's go. He'll do it himself. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. On the ground, it's Peters. He's in open space downfield. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. Good job to get everything he could, then get down with the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Loses 3. Brings up 2nd down.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. The give from the gun.
Running back. Gain of 4. 3rd down coming up.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's got the tight end. Lowers those pads. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun. Give on the inside. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Trying to get to him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the misconnection on the first. It's a little looser. Line getting set on 2nd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Golden Flashes will call on their punt team. He gets it away from his own end zone. On the return, it's Westbrook. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The give, and tick, 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 tick.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop it. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses. It's helped set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board. Figures.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special.